Have you been looking for a way to improve your kids' prayer life? To go beyond the Our Father and the Hail Mary? Well, I think there are plenty of tools out there, and one of them is Audacious Ignatius. I'm going to give a quick review on it in just a second. Hi, I'm Chad Torgerson from Directional Faith, and today I wanted to do a quick book review of Audacious Ignatius, a biography of St. Ignatius of Loyola that's geared for kids. So the book Audacious Ignatius was released in 2018, and it was written by Paul Mitchell and Katie Mitchell Broussard. And I really love the artwork that they put in there. My daughter loved it. She thought it was a lot of fun to read. I've told her about St. Ignatius before, but she didn't really quite grab onto it. But when reading this book, something more geared towards her age level, she absolutely thought it was great to be able to follow along and understand some of the stories that I've told her in a better way. So if you've been watching any of my other YouTube videos, you'll know that St. Ignatius by far is my favorite saint. And I wanted to find a way to be able to introduce my kids to some of the great teachings that he has. You know, we've been working with my daughter who's 6 going on 7 years old now, and she's obviously going through everything she needs to get ready for her first communion. And so she's starting to learn some of the prayers, the Our Father, the Hail Mary. But I really wanted to introduce her to a deeper relationship with God. That I thought that if I could instill in her what I've found, a personal relationship with Christ, then it would be a tool that she could take with her for the rest of her life. And so I found the book Audacious Ignatius, which is a great kind of little mini biography for kids, and it kind of explains Ignatius's life, from a kid's perspective. Covers some of the basics of where he went and why he believed what he did. So I spent some time this morning with my daughter reading the book after church, and she loved it. She thought it was great. It's a fun, fast-paced book. I'll warn you, there are some big words in there, so it's definitely something where I think that as a parent, you're going to want to read along with them. And I guess it depends on the age. If they're 8, 9 years old, they may be able to figure it out. But at 6 years old, some of the vocabulary was a little strong for her. But she still loved it anyways. And it actually, one of the good things that came from that was the fact that her and I were able to have discussions about what some of those words meant. And going through and explaining exactly what Ignatius was feeling at these different points in his life, and how it inspired him to become the man he was, and how he became the great saint that we know that he is. I think the book did a fantastic job at taking some adult topics and putting it in terms that kids can understand, and appealing to them, through beautiful artwork and, fun rhyming prose. Some of my favorite parts of the book are the same favorite parts of Ignatius' story. That, going through the process of when he was bedridden and trying to heal, and where he first dreamed of becoming a knight, and then eventually found that that wasn't really satisfying him. So then he started reading books on the lives of the saints and the life of Christ, and that really started to help him find peace and eventually helped him find purpose in life. But what I love most about the book was the fact that I think it taught a great lesson to my daughter, that anybody could really give their lives to Christ and become a great saint just like St. Ignatius was. And it's something that all of us can aspire to. My daughter thought it was great that there was a project that came tied with the book as well. The artwork matches it, and it actually teaches them how to do the daily examen. So after we spent some time cutting out pictures and gluing them to a plate, we went over the daily examen, and they showed us how, with a simple 5-step prayer, that they could actually follow this and be able to do the daily examen themselves, following along on each one of their fingers. Now, if you're interested in learning how to do the daily examen, I got a nice little video right up here that I'll put a link to so you can click and learn the daily examen for yourself. So would I recommend this book? Yes, of course. I think it's a great book. Not only did they do a good job of telling Ignatius' story, which there's a lot of great, illustrated books on the lives of the saints, but what I really think was special here is that they really focused on making sure that you could teach the kids how to pray and how to go beyond just the Our Father and the Hail Mary and spend time and actually start reflecting on their day, having that conversation with God and recognizing His movement in their daily lives. What a great gift to offer your kids or your grandkids. I mean, honestly, is there any gift greater than having a relationship with Christ? After everything was all said and done, I think it was a great introduction for my daughter to learn about the daily examen, and it's something that we're going to try to incorporate into her daily prayer now. That we're going to spend time each night and try to go over this prayer and teach her how to start building that personal relationship with Christ in the same way that it's impacted me for so many years. To wrap it up then, if you're looking for a great way to teach your kids how to get a deeper, more personal relationship with Christ, I think this is a great place to start. I'll leave a link down in the description for how to purchase the book. And I just bought it from them directly, and I received it in just a few days, even in the middle of this coronavirus pandemic. So if you want to see more reviews like this, or if you're interested in Ignatian spirituality or how to find God's will for your life, make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to be continuing to do more videos that will hopefully help you to enrich in your faith, find a deeper relationship with Christ, and learn exactly how to discern God's will. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.